They thought they could hold us down, but no, we are back for another episode of Radical Persuasion, where we discover the psychology and copywriting secrets behind great offers. So my name is Michael McGovern, and today I'm going to be going over the landing page, the home page of the website for Loom, which, if you have not heard of, is what I'm using right now to record this video. So I'm going to dive into the what they're doing there on their homepage to get new users. But first, just a quick bit about me. I'm a direct response copywriter and growth strategist. I help entrepreneurial businesses in info, health, tech, and finance get more sales using especially emails, landing pages, and sales letters or VSLs. So if you want to learn about working with me or getting a free copywriting video training, just go ahead and go to my website right there, and we can connect. All right. So I'm not a Loom affiliate yet. I don't even know if they have an affiliate program, but I wanted to shoot this because it's an awesome product, and I wanted to dive into how they're trying to persuade people and get people to adopt their software. So this is continuing kind of a SaaS streak of these videos where we're going over software as a service businesses. So Loom, with successful software, a lot of times it's sort of a viral growth, a compound interest growth, where someone like me who's using it to get stuff done, or let's say I send a Loom video to somebody, they're going to say, "Whoa, what was that? What am I looking at? This is cool." It's the same way that early email providers really grew fast. Like, they provided free email accounts. I don't remember which company it was. Maybe it was Yahoo or one of those companies. But at the end of the email it said, learn more about Yahoo Mail or whatever. So I think softwares in general, they try to take advantage of the same thing with a freemium. So they'll have different pricing structures, and then they'll have a freemium price, which is it's free, but if you want the premium services, you'll have to pay. And the reason they're offering it for free there can be many reasons. A couple of them are they want people to just kind of get their hands dirty, start using it, making it a part of their life before they adopt it. Some of them, they have free trials where it's free until a certain amount of time. Others, like Loom, they let you use it for a certain amount until you start paying it, like a certain amount of videos. Another reason they might offer it for free could be that they want just people to start using it, and the same thing, like, spread with word of mouth. I think a lot of times these guys, they like the general population, normal people using it, but their bread and butter comes when they can make these big enterprise deals, and so the more people know about it, more people use it, it creeps its way up the chain of command probably at some of these big companies, and then they get bigger deals when they need something more complex. Or that's my guess with Loom, and what I know to be true about a few other software services. So let's start off and talk about how they're trying to persuade people. So this is the homepage, loom.com, and headline: "Say it with video." So that's cool. Simple. Trying to get across that whatever you're trying to say it with video. The only thing I would be, before I start getting all, intense, let's look at the subhead. So, expressiveness of video with convenience of messaging. Communicate more effectively wherever you work with Loom. Get Loom free. So, with the software, with the SaaS companies and SaaS offers, if it's a free offer, or if it's a free trial, or it's free download, I think the objections you usually got to overcome are just like, why should I bother? What is this about? Why is it so different? Why can't I just do what I've been doing? Yeah, sure, I could download this, but what's the point? So you kind of grab them fast and say, no, look, just try it out. Just try it out. It's free. So on one hand, SaaS has an advantage because they can get in front of people and put free offers in front of them to decrease the friction of needing people to buy something, whereas you know um, so there's decreased friction. They it's easier to get started, so that's nice. But then you also got this down the line problem of converting people into paying users, and how do you do that efficiently, effectively, in a way that makes it a smooth transition from free to paid, and all that stuff. But I think another thing too is like with something like this where it's you download it, you can use a web based software, which just means it's you use it on your browser as you're using your browser, but you can also download it onto your computer. So I think there's also a trust factor there that people want to know if they're going to download something on their computer, especially with a lot of computers just giving you little warnings like, hey, are you sure you want to download this? It's from the internet. And people who maybe aren't too computer or tech savvy, they get kind of scared off by that. So I think there's also a lot of trust factor here. So say it with video, the expressiveness of video with convenience of messaging, communicate more effectively where you work with Loom. The only concern I have with this is that, like, someone reading this, I might be like, well, okay, yeah, I know people use video. I've seen YouTube before. I've seen people in my social media feeds on Facebook or, Instagram or LinkedIn shooting video. Why do I need Loom? I get it. I just film myself and it's video. Yeah. So I think probably like a suggestion I might make in this case is like, talk about the specific, niche that you fulfill. So from my perspective as a user, Loom is a great way, and they'll explain more as we scroll down, but it's a great way to, send people with a personal touch, video, in an email, communicate with clients, communicate with, friends, in a cool way, and even do what I'm doing now, which is creating, video content here, that records my screen and records my my webcam, all for free. So my only concern is that like this it's not super clear. I think they try to explain what's going on down here with this visual, which works pretty well. So maybe with this and this combined, the message gets across more clearly. I would just say, I would include something about like this is like a screen share, something about a screen share. That way people can kind of get the point a little faster versus just tuning it out because they're like, oh yeah, well everyone tells me I should use video. I don't want to do it. All right, and then immediately more than 4 million people across 90,000 companies choose Loom. So a bunch of different companies here, big names: Slack, Salesforce, LinkedIn. This is social proof. This is showing like, hey, you can trust us. A lot of people are also doing this. It's bandwagon effect. It's like, hey, come on, join the party here. There's a ton of people that use this. So then as we scroll down, we get into the more of the pitch. So take back your time. Sending a Loom is more efficient than typing long emails or spending your day in meetings, having conversations that don't need to happen in real time. So this is cool. Yeah, then let's skip down this one. You talk up to 6 times faster than you type. With Loom, you can capture your screen, voice, and face and instantly share your video in less time than it would take to type an email. Yeah, so this is awesome. This is like the kind of thing I was talking about. I would consider putting this above the fold as soon as people land here and saying something about it. You could potentially take this little GIF video here, drag it over to the right column here, still have this headline and everything, but then do another little section that explains a little more, maybe adding a couple more bullet points, just so people get like the general gist of the full effect right out of the gate before they scroll. Because if you don't catch somebody's attention right away, they'll bounce. Fun fact, do you know that you remember 95% of a message when it's watched versus only 10% of what you read? ? Try it. That's cool. Labeling something as a fact, I guess, is persuasive. It could just go over the head of most people, and people are like, oh, that's crazy. I didn't know that was true. But I would also consider like just a quick little shout out of the source of how they learned that. Maybe there's a cool story behind that that'll make it even better. The only thing I would do here, this little subhead, take back your time. I like that. It's like putting the power in the hands of the person reading this. But I would say spending your day in meetings, having you could start off like, are you spending your day in meetings all day long? Are you having conversations that don't need to happen in real time? Causing you to like not being able to work? Send a Loom and save it. I think that could be a little more stronger when you start with the pain, then you move into the benefit. The only thing here is that this is not really benefit. Sending a Loom is more efficient. So no one wants to be more efficient. They want to have a great life. They want money. They want freedom. They want time. They want this stuff. So I would just consider making this more benefit oriented. You could be working instead of in meetings. Start clearing your calendar of unnecessary meetings. Sending a Loom is as effective as being in the same room. That's true. That can be very true and avoid meetings. Fun fact, we spend up to 32 hours in unproductive meetings per month. That's almost a whole week of work. Again, cool. A little emoji. I like that. This is nice. A little visual, like pulling all of the appointments, unnecessary appointments out of the schedule, freeing up the calendar. Maybe that makes people, excited, or maybe it makes some anxious people anxious. Like, what am I going to do with all this free time? But yeah, the only thing I would consider changing here is instead of you could be working instead of in meetings. I'm sure like I think most people don't really like their jobs. And yeah, like it sounds good. Like when you're not able to get stuff done and you want to be able to, work, that's a good feeling. But maybe I would like continue the theme of getting your time back. Does it have to be working? I don't know. Maybe not. Cool. So Loom for Teams now in beta. Bring your whole team together, one subscription to communicate with video. Okay, so it's probably a 2020 type of thing where they're trying to get people organized and they want to do another pitch. Yep, they've got the little banner up at the top here, introducing Loom for Teams now in beta. So I think this is pitching the people who are now having to work remote because of everything that's happened. So a little bit of a separate offer to more enterprise, more business focused people who might land on the website. So a little bit of a different call to action than get Loom for free. Cool. Communicate with speed and ease. So this is cool. I like that. Fast recording, easily record. Yep. Instant sharing, instant editing, or easy editing, rich reactions, controlled viewing. Yeah, this is awesome. Little quick bullets. Controlled viewing. Yeah, I think they're inherently, you kind of understand why that's a good benefit. Oh, I can share it instantly. Oh, I can just easily edit it. It records quickly. I don't have to like fumble with a lot of stuff. So I think it's good. I'm not going to get too nitpicky there. Another call to action here. That's good. Making sure that you always give people an opportunity to just get started so that they don't just keep reading. And then a cool little well-designed section here. Be expressive, be understood. Video conveys emotion and tone of voice that text simply can't. Empowering you. You are empowered to build strong relationships even when you're across the globe. This is great. I don't know if I think it's great because I know that it's true and I've used Loom and it's pretty awesome. But yeah, this is I think maybe the only thing I would consider here is adding a pain point where, you might start it off and saying like, have you ever sent an email or a text gone wrong? Like someone totally misunderstands what you were going to say, and then, it creates a whole issue. That way you kind of touch on the pain a little more. Yeah, it's nice to be expressive and be understood, but people got to take the next step. People got to like feel the pain of what they're missing out on. That's what I would change. Don't take our word for it. Okay, great. Another, social proof thing here. And this is cool because they take screenshots of tweets. So this is always nice when you can get like people in the field actually doing a post from social media versus like, a testimonial that's like one person's face and it's only their first name, and they've got a really generic testimonial like Loom is awesome. Or it's good when you can get faces, names, actual Twitter handles, and actual feedback to sell for you. So it's always very powerful. And then Loom works where you work. Final objection. Well, okay, this sounds great, but can I use it on what I've got? My Chrome, my Windows, etc. So overall, cool. Biggest change I would consider making is, this, like exactly what this is. This needs to be up here. All right, then last thing, I'll just talk about pricing. So yeah, so they've got in SaaS, they've got this classic spread across the screen, different price models or different price points for getting different things. They've got the option to click this. I would change the color as soon as you do that, make it more happy. Yay, we're saving money. Give all of it to us now. But this is cool. I like that they put this in blue, free 14-day trial on Pro, because kind of just trying to distract you, like, hey, free 14-day trial. Just don't pay attention that you can get it for free. Look over here. Here's, just try it out. The only thing I would worry about there is that, maybe there's a little more than just 3, not even sentence bullets here that explain why Pro is better than Basic. If you really want someone to get, I'd be curious to know how many people actually click on this free 14-day trial versus just get Basic for free. Because I think if that's going to happen, you would want to try to prop up Pro a little bit higher. So that's the only thing I would say. And then down here, they just do a big old spreadsheet of what's included in each one, and then an FAQ for the people who just need all their questions answered. Cool. Overall, great product, and a cool, clean site. And that's it. So hope that was helpful. Hope you enjoyed breaking some of that down with me. If I missed something or there's something you wanted to add, be sure to comment wherever you're watching this. And again, if you've maybe you have a software company, maybe you're a SaaS provider, or not. Maybe you're in one of these other areas. Either way, you can reach me here on my website. All right, that's it for Radical Persuasion this time around, and hope to talk to you soon.